In this video, I'm going to share with you a sneaky little tactic that can help get your book ranked for specific keywords of your choice, have your books be the only ones that show up in the search results, and potentially sell more of your books. Welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. A couple of weeks ago, I shared a video where I looked at a publisher who has a brand of guided prompt journals that is making over $24,000 per month selling these on Amazon KDP. It's been a very popular recent video of mine. You guys loved it. And part of that video was me looking at the possible ways that this publisher managed to get the brand to this point. And while I was doing that, I noticed a little tactic that they were using to help get their books ranked for the keywords they wanted to be ranked for, and in certain situations, their books are the only books to show up in the search results. I asked if any of you would be interested in more information on this tactic and how to do it, and wow, a lot of you commented that yes, definitely show us how to do this. I'll go through what this tactic is for those of you who have not seen that previous video of mine. If you are interested, I will link it down in the description box below. But I will go through in this video what situations it's going to work in, and then I'll demonstrate how to do it for yourself. Now, first of all, I want to make a big disclaimer before we get into this video. This tactic can be risky. It can be seen as being risky. I do not do it myself, and I'm not recommending that you do it. This tactic can be seen as a little bit grey, which means it can be seen as going against Amazon's terms of service. And I will, in a little while, just mention what part of their terms and service that you might be going against. Everyone has their own opinion, but Amazon doesn't specifically say that you can't do this, but they do say that you can't do anything that will manipulate search results. And some people think that this is manipulating search results, and some people think it's not. So with that said, do what you will with this information. I'm sharing it because honestly, I'm not 100% if it is against Amazon's terms of service. It is a really great strategy to use if it does comply. And we're all adults here. We can all make our own decisions on what we're going to do and what we're not going to do. But just keep in mind, you might be taking a risk doing it. And of course, we all know that doing risky things with Amazon can result in account termination. Okay, so if I haven't scared you enough and you're still watching, let's get into it. Here's a little background information on how this tactic has come about. This is all to do with the Amazon algorithm and how it works in ranking your books for keywords, certain keywords in the search results. Of course, you enter keywords when you are setting up, when you're uploading your book into your KDP account. We enter keywords in things like the title, the subtitle, the 7 keyword slots. The algorithm with Amazon is most powerful or most potent when a customer types in a keyword that exactly matches the keywords that you've used, and then the customer actually clicks on your book and ultimately buys it. This is absolute confirmation to Amazon that you have used the right keywords, that it should display your book more for those keywords, and that's what customers are looking for. That book is what customers are looking for when they use those keywords. Now, there are times when you have potential customers that are not already on Amazon searching, and you are trying to get them onto Amazon to buy your book. So something like your website that you have for your series of books, or from your social media accounts. It is common for publishers who are building a brand around a series of books to have a website where they can try to find an audience away from Amazon and promote their books to their customers there, and then funnel them from that website through to Amazon to eventually purchase the book. And most of the time, publishers will have their books listed on their website, and it will have a link from their website to that product on Amazon. And that link will go to the book's sales page, directly to the book sales page, where the customer can just click to buy or click to add to their cart. But here's the thing. Doing it that way, it just isn't really that powerful in the eyes of the Amazon algorithm in terms of where your book should be ranking organically in its search results and for what keywords. Sure, a customer has come and bought your book, which Amazon loves. It's great for both you and Amazon, but it doesn't really actually know anything about that customer and what it was searching for before it went and bought your book. The power comes when the algorithm knows what a customer was searching for before buying the book. So people started saying to its customers, hey, can you go over to Amazon for me and type in these keywords, let's say coloring book, for example, and then look for my book and then buy it. That'd be really great, thanks. Because then Amazon's algorithm will know that this book needs to be in the search results for the keywords coloring book, or coloring book for kids or for adults or whatever it might be. But really, how many people are going to do that for you? How many of your potential customers are going to go to that much trouble to find your book? Do you really think that they've got the time to be typing in keywords, the exact keywords you want them to type in, and then search through all the books until they find yours and then buy it? No, they'll get bored of that really quick. They like your book, but probably not that much to go to that much trouble to buy it. So then there's some really smart people out there who came up with the idea of creating a link which is pre-filled with the keywords that you want, so the customer doesn't have to do that themselves. Great, that solved one problem, but there's still the problem of the customer having to sort of troll through all the search results until they find your book. It's just too time consuming. What if you could make a link that was pre-filled with your specific keywords that you want to be ranked for, and then when the customer clicks that link and gets to the search results, your books are the only books that show up in the search results. This is the tactic that I am going to show you how to do today. So just to reiterate, this works with your off-Amazon advertising. This is for when you have your website or your social media, or perhaps even an email list, anywhere that you're wanting to share your link with people, with potential customers, and you want to give someone that link to go and buy your book when they aren't on Amazon already. And don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. These links are called super URLs. It's a URL or a link that allows you to target the desired keywords that you want to target and that you want Amazon to rank you for specifically. It is a link that is used to send your customers to from an external source. It's a good way to get a little bit more control over your books and your book listings and how and where you show up in the search results. Because let's face it, Amazon gives us absolutely zero control over how things work on Amazon when it comes to its products, on how and when we can contact customers, which is basically we can't, and how and when we can even market and promote our books. What a super URL does is when a customer clicks on it, Amazon registers it as though the customer has opened the Amazon website, typed in those keywords in the search bar, found your book and clicked on it and bought it. Sounds pretty amazing, doesn't it? The first thing that you are going to need is you will need to do your keyword research if you haven't done that already. You want to come up with what you think are the keywords most relevant to your book that you want to rank for organically, that ideally you want to be number one at the top of the search results for that set of keywords. If you do need help with finding your keywords, you can use a really good quality tool, something like Publisher Rocket or Helium 10. Both are really great keyword tools and links to those are down in the description box below. Once you have your keywords, you'll want to get together your ASINs for the book or the books that you want to send your customers to. An ASIN is just a number that identifies the book in the Amazon marketplace, sort of like a SKU, I guess. You can get your ASIN straight from your KDP account where you upload your books, or you can get it straight from the sales page on the Amazon website, and you can even get it in the web address bar at the top of your browser when you are on your book's listing page. Now that you have those two things, you will head over to this website, which is called Seller App. This is something else that I will pop a link to down in the description box below, so you can go directly to this page on the Seller App website. Some of these URL generators are not going to apply to you because some of them are for people selling physical products on Amazon, not books through KDP. Now, earlier I did mention I will go into a little bit more detail about what part of the Amazon terms of service that you may be going against if you do use these super URLs, and just using the Seller App frequently asked questions to explain it much more clearly than I can. The commonly asked question that they get are these URLs allowed by Amazon? To which they have responded, the answer is not entirely clear. Super URLs may fall under Amazon's terms and conditions related to misuse of search and browse. As per the policy, it is prohibited to manipulate the search and browse experience of customers on Amazon. Therefore, it may be considered as a violation of Amazon's policy, and hence it is urged you use these URLs with caution. So this is something that actually nobody really knows the answer to, I guess, except Amazon, and they don't make it clear. But let's go back to the types of URLs that you can use with this specific specific tool. Now you can make quite a few different super URLs that have different outcomes. For example, this first one here creates super URLs, links to brands, which is more of a seller central thing for people selling physical products on Amazon, not books, through KDP. The one that we want is the next one called 2-step URL via secret keyword. We want this one because we want to target the keywords first as the priority, because we are trying to get the algorithm's attention for our book to be associated with these keywords that we're going to enter. Now, I am going to use just some random book on Amazon for this example. So let's just do a quick search for coloring book, and let's pick this one. It's the cute animal coloring book for kids. So I'm going to use this one for my example. So I'm just going to go take the ASIN. So we can get the ASIN from up here, or we can get it from down here. I'm just going to copy and paste that. We're going to head back to the seller app. I'm going to pop the ASIN down here in ASIN, and then in here we just want to enter the keywords that we want to be ranking for, or that we want Amazon's algorithm to know that we're associated with. So something very simple just for this example. I haven't done research, but I'm just going to pop in coloring book for kids. And then we click generate, and that is it. It's as simple as that. So then you would just copy this link and paste it wherever you want to give to your customers, wherever your customers are. So if you have a website with a list of your books, then you would paste this link for each of your books that you want to send customers to Amazon with. If you're sharing it on social media, you do the same thing. Wherever you can share the link on social media, you post it on social media. If it's going to be in an email list, pop it into your email that you're sending out to customers. So to show you what this all looks like, ultimately at the end, we'll just open up the link. So essentially, this is the link up here that's going to go to Amazon. So it's going to go to the keywords, coloring book for kids, and then it's going to have some hidden keywords in there, which is the ASIN, so that when the customer clicks that link, it looks like they've searched for coloring book for kids, but there's only one option aside from these sponsored products, of course, but there is your book. So if your customer wants to find your book and you want them to search for specific keywords, but like we say, who's got time for that? You've done all the hard work for them. They just click the link, they're taken to Amazon. Your book's the only one there, so it's really the only choice they have to buy. They're not going to get distracted by all the other hundreds of books in the search results that they have to search through to get to yours. It's right there in front of them for them to just click on, add to cart, or buy now with their one click if that's what they've got set up. And the link that you've used has told Amazon this customer has actually come to Amazon, typed that keyword or keyword phrase into the search bar, found your book, clicked on it, and bought it. So that is the sneaky little tactic that you can use to help, one, drive traffic to your book's listings on Amazon, and two, to help your books rank organically in the search results for the actual keywords that you want your book associated with. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video and somewhere during the middle of this video, there is some risk with these kind of tactics. We don't know if they are allowed or not. So please proceed with caution if you do decide to go ahead and do this. But did you like this type of video and this type of content? There are more tactics similar to this one, which do fall under that grey area of whether we're allowed to use them or not, that I can share with you if you are interested in ways to get more control over how our customers interact with your books on Amazon. If you do want to see more videos like this, please let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.